10 lists in 10 weeks. It's Jarom's 10 and 10.
Okay, top 10 defensive players BYU will face in 2018. Number 10, Jelani Tavia, linebacker, Hawaii. 124 tackles is the most of any returning player against BYU this season. 5.5 sacks, 5 quarterback hurries, and an interception last year. Tavia was arrested on June 9th outside a nightclub on the islands and was held out of some team activities this summer. We'll see how that impacts him this season.
How did he not make the East-West Shrine Game name team?
I don't know. Number 9, Terrell Hanks, linebacker, New Mexico State. 111 tackles, 7 sacks, 6 pass breakups, and 2 picks last season. He has 34.5 tackles for loss in his career and 10 sacks, 6 forced fumbles, 7 interceptions. He's all over the field.
That's number 9?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Number 8, Collin Wilborn, defensive end / linebacker, Arizona. 33 tackles, 9.5 tackles for loss, freshman All-American. He led all Power 5 freshmen with 7.5 sacks. Arizona had a young defense, but they have some studs at linebacker specifically.
I wish he were the best defender that BYU was going to face on Arizona, but that's not the case, is it?
Because number 7 is Colin Schooler, linebacker, Arizona. 95 tackles last season, 13.5 tackles for loss for the most TFLs among all freshmen nationally. Schooler was the Pac-12 freshman defensive player of the year and had a game-winning pass breakup in overtime.
We all know Arizona's offense is going to be great as long as Khalil Tate stays healthy. But is their defense super underrated? You've got two guys in the top 10.
I don't think overall as a team they are, but they have some good players.
All right.
Number 6, Kokoa Nahin, safety, Boise State. He was part of the 100 tackle club. Only 76 in FBS were a part of that. 108 in all, including 4.5 tackles for loss, 3 picks, 4 pass breakups. Nahin was a part of 7 forced turnovers last season.
I like Malia Nawahine a little bit better.
Unrelated. Maybe a cousin? I don't know. Number 5, Ben Burr-Kirven, linebacker, Washington. On an excellent Washington defense, Burr-Kirven had a team-high 84 tackles, second team all-league, 5 pass breakups.
Yeah, this dude's the real deal. I heard his name. I watched Washington more than a few times last year. He is a really, really good player.
Number 4, Curtis Weaver, defensive lineman, Boise State. Weaver had 33 tackles, including 11 sacks. That was 6th nationally. This dude is familiar with the backfield.
And how about Boise State coming in there too? And I've said this earlier during a 10 and 10 segment. Again, the focus always goes on the Broncos offense, high-powered, throwing it all over the field. They've got a really good defense.
Number 3, Ryan Connolly, linebacker, Wisconsin. Connolly led a top 5 defense last season with 88 tackles, including 8 tackles for loss. He had an interception in the Orange Bowl versus Miami. Really solid in the middle of the field.
Okay, so he's at number 3, and you would think, yeah, that's Wisconsin's best defender, right?
Number 2, TJ Edwards, linebacker, Wisconsin.
Wrong.
Edwards, wrong, has been a 3-year starter for the Badgers, amassing 254 career tackles, 26 tackles for loss, 5 sacks, 7 career interceptions. He's good.
Yeah, I'm just not sure how any team is going to deal with Wisconsin offensively or defensively.
Yeah. Last year, that schedule not as tough as what they're playing this year, but still, Wisconsin really, really good.
All right, who's number 1, Jarom?
The number 1 defensive player BYU will face in 2018 is Sutton Smith, defensive lineman, Northern Illinois.
NFL dude.
He's also the best defensive player you've never heard of. 14 sacks last season, led the nation. 30 tackles for loss, recovered 3 fumbles, forced 3 fumbles. He scored 2 touchdowns on those 3 recovered fumbles. My goodness. 8 quarterback hurries, disruptive, and this is the best thing about him. He's 6 foot 230, and he had 14 sacks. Are you kidding me?
How many sacks did BYU have as a team last year?
17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sutton Smith was 3 shy of that, all by his lonesome.
And those are the top 10 defensive players BYU face in 2018.